Hey, looky there. Okay, guys and girls, it's almost dark, and I'm going out here to check the tomato plants. It's 3 weeks ago, just about this time of the day. 3 weeks ago, just about this time of the day, that he's looking for carrots. I don't have any carrots, but look at this right here. 3 weeks ago today, just about this time of the day, since I planted the tomato plants, we planted 4 of them in Twin Eagle. So no, stay away from him. Stay away from him. He'll hurt you. Stay back, Benelli. Come on. Wasn't that something? He thought I might have some carrots, is what he thought. I'm going to go in here. About 3 weeks ago, we planted 4 tomato plants in regular Twin Eagle soil. We planted 4 more tomato plants. None of them were very healthy, to be honest with you. It's hard to buy tomato plants anywhere this time of the year. And when you buy them, they're the leftover, what's left over after everybody else has planted. And so they weren't very good. They weren't very good at all. But we planted 4 others. And we picked just 4 and 4. We didn't pick the big ones or the little ones. They were all kind of bad. And we didn't pick any special. Try to make sure we had about 4 of the same size in each side. I think each side had a smaller one in them, and each side had a bigger one in them, and that's just the way we planted them. But we put 4 of them then in soil that we had mixed with Humisol. We mixed that with Humisol, and we'd mix them together. And I'm gonna just set this down right here. And we'll just let it watch and see what happens here. But these are the ones that we planted in the regular Twin Eagle soil. Now, after the first week, I came in here and that dirt was rock hard, just like it is right now. Just like it is right now. Let me turn this around a little bit here, okay? Okay, here we go. Here we go. You can see this dirt is pretty rock hard. I mean, it's just rock hard. Can't even hardly move it. It's about rock hard. There are the 4 plants, and now one of those plants has grown big enough that it's trying to fall over. And the dirt, losing this dirt right there. And I'm going to stake that, try to help that baby out a little bit. I think I'll water those plants. They were about dead after week number 1. After 7 days, they were really looking sort of bad. I give them a good drink of water. And they perked up after that week. And it got to week number 2. And the other plants, which we'll look at in a minute, was like twice the size as these. And they were in dirt mixed with Humisol, and then about the last 2 or 3 inches on top was all Humisol. And we did have that second week. First week we didn't have any rain. The second week we had 2 tenths and 2 tenths and then 1.9. So we had over 2 inches of rain. So I didn't give them any water. I just let them go as they were. And that ground has gotten really, really hard. So I'm going to give these a drink right here. And I kind of let my others go. So this is week 3. This is exactly 3 weeks, 21 days. Since we have planted these, and these were little bitty tomato plants. You can see they're actually doing pretty good, and they're doing good because I watered them. I haven't put any fertilizer of any kind, just simply watered them. I'm going to have to stake that one there. It's breaking down. I will stake them all. Actually, we'll put some wire in there on them. We got some wire we'll put in there that they can grow on and grow up, and we'll balance them and where they won't lean over and fall over like that. I'm going to put some water on those and see if I can perk those up, because we hadn't had any rain at all this week since that rain last Sunday. So it's been over a week since we've had any rain. And the other over here I want to show you. And I want you to just look underneath that. You can see there's pretty much just ground, not much happening underneath that at all. But then I'm going to just kind of just pan over to the other side. And those are the plants. Those are the plants right there that are in the soil mixed with Humisoil. The Sustainable Green Team company who makes Humisoil. It's actually a miracle dirt almost. It's just going to probably replace fertilizer, and it's they got a lot of products they're getting ready to put on the market real soon. Yeah, you'll be some of the first to know about those in the entire country. But you can look at those plants over there, and I'm going to go over close to them. Just kind of take a look at those, and then take a look at these. And you see a huge difference. And I'm really zoomed in here. I'm 3.6 zoomed in. And now I'm way a distance now. As I walk over here to these, and I'll just try to, I know it's not a very good picture, but I'm going to walk over here to these and show you these babies over here. Look at the size of these plants in comparison with those others. And I'm going to zoom back out. So that's looking at them without zoom. That's the way I first look at that. One of these grew up and kind of started leaning over, and I staked it. Not a really pretty stake, but it works. And we'll stake them all. And then we look over there at the others. You can see those and these. The Humisol plants are every bit of twice as big. Plus, they're beginning to get some buds on them. I see some buds starting there. A couple, 2 or 3 little buds right in here. You see those little yellow buds right in here. 2 or 3 buds. So we should have tomatoes starting on these things pretty quickly, so we better get them staked out. Now let's look at the soil. This is one of the key things. This is the Humisol. We look down through the Humisol, you can see that it's totally different. As we get down and dig, we find it's moist. It's creating its own water under there. I haven't watered these. I'll just let it do its own thing. Here's the other part about it. I want you to look underneath it. That is clover there, I believe, underneath. And look at that clover growing. That's growing because of what's dripping out of the bottom of that. The water that's being made by the Humisol when it's mixing hydrogen and oxygen together in the ground, creating water. That water's dripping out. It's causing that stuff to grow underneath. Look at that, how it's growing. Just the grass and then it's a little patch of clover right there. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So that is 21 days. That's 21 days comparison of 4 tomato plants against 4 tomato plants in the most harshest of conditions. We had this past week a day of 112, another day of 111, another 109. Made it exact to 101 today, 101 today. We have had no rain since in 9 days, since last Sunday, when it rained 1.9 inches, and it rained 2/10 on a couple other little rains a day or two before that. So a little over 2 inches of rain, but this last week, 9 days with no rain at all. And I have not watered these plants. I'm going to water the regular soil plants over there, see if we can keep them alive. If they get really too ragged looking, I'm going to put some Humisol on them and see if the Humisol can bring them back to life. But that's our tomato test. Looking pretty good. I'm convinced my garden is going to be Humisol for the rest of my life. I'm convinced of that for sure. Okay, guys and girls, I guess that'll wrap that up. We can look there, you see those plants behind me right there. You can see how big they are. And then we'll just kind of pan over there and take a real quick look. And I know it's not, but those plants over there, you can see the huge difference in them. And then these plants right here behind me, that's the plants in Humisol, looking really, really good. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. And remember, I sure do love you.